Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Virginia Tech Hokies taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gators will do total weather to crank us up. He's going to go for the return. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Rush, man. Rush.
Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots. It just puts you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful,
Yes, brother.
take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense.
I'm over someone with the store.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
You heard me?
The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Hokies in the hurry up. Complete. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble. Bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Release to the back. He's got it down the middle. All kinds of running room. solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. This is a designed run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Wants to pass. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw him just freeze the second level of that defense just for a second and allow the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the left side. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gator!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drop.
And once you get the defense on their heels, and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this this offense. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box, so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Lincoln. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The throw. Pulls it in. It's Spears. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go into QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Third and goal, they'll throw it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Sending the offense back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football, because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity.
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Morton. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry up. Makes the grab on the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams in the past. And remember, this is a program that went 14-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw on second down. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing. Using the whole field, using multiple receivers, he looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? On fourth down, going to the air. And they gambled in their own end, turned it over on downs, and now the other offense
set your offense up in great field position.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're about to get another look at this rookie offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in the hole. Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes it right up the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, they can just finish those plays and try to tackle the guy, and they can think about running the football in the future.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Gets it out fast. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Off play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
The offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense.
Afterburners cut. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they can execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Snags it over the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Get that touchdown right before the half. Build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set for the 2nd half kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quarterback keeps it. He has the first and still on his feet. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Gators want to move quickly.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up a sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their...
Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Handoff to the fullback. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Offense working from the pistol. On second down, they'll take to the air. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the middle. Ball in the air, intercepted. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is, they got a field goal in their back.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
You got man-to-man coverage, and you're running that curl route, and the ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But does a great job securing the catch and getting the first down.
Now on first down from the 43. He wants to throw. He'll pull it down. On the move at the 30. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
On the run, it's Nunez. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the third touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Louisville is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 25 over the Astronauts. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can cut.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Going for the return. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Hokie offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got it along the sidelines, foot in bounds, and it's a first down. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose it, even though it's a completion. They lost yardage. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quick timeout by... trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. The play action fake. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Hokies have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads it downfield. And it's caught inside the 15. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Florida, 42. Virginia Tech, 21.
And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. He's going to bring it out from deep. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now.
Pulls it in on the left. And he's running in the open. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gator. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be brought down. VTech sends the offense onto the field. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. He wants it all. Touchdown, Florida. And the beatdown has ensued. They build this fourth-quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Virginia Tech, 28.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the Virginia Tech offense will take over 1st and 10.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff and just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's got it on the right. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's off to the races. At the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Hokie.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kansas State is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Manhattan for some time. They're up by 30 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Gators are in the hurry up.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Nunez. They get him down after he makes the catch.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
This offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Obliterates him, still on the move. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Going up top on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. They go to the ground. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They'll try to get it in with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown Gator! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. And the returner is stopped. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Fast motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Comes out throwing on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Hokies will have it first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Second down coming up with this red zone opportunity.
Here we go. Dino. Terrier. Arrow.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except Dickon Holders.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida, 63. Virginia Tech, 42.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but you listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that is being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.